Can you hear me yet? There you are. Lotus has dug herself a hole in the boneyard. That is what Wispa said. Anyway.
Yay.
Yay, your very own hole in the No, you wouldn't dig your own hole in the boneyard. You'd ask me to dig you a hole, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big hole digger. I love to dig holes. It even asked me earlier in this game, is it me who's been digging a bunch of holes? And I was like, yes. But the game wouldn't let me say yes, because it wasn't actually me.
Oh.
But I fucking would if I could.
Realistically, if I needed a hole to be dug, I would call you up first thing. Ah!
Yes, and you know that I would be the perfect candidate for it, seeing as though I'm on the opposite side of the country and in another country.
Yes.
I should just say the other side of the continent. That'd be so much easier.
That's confusing.
That's which?
Yeah, but then that's confusing.
What do you mean that's confusing?
I said that to my friends in person the other day, and they were like, so Mexico? And I was like, no.
That's South America, is it not?
Mexico is not in South America.
I heard a boing and a hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Drewy.
Hello, Cylaps and Lotus.
I'm gonna turn up your audio a little bit. My game is overshadowing your voice, but its music is too cool to turn down. You get 151%, just like all the Pokemon in the first Pokemon game.
That's funny. That's very nice. How you guys doing, by the way? Just kind of by myself.
I'm doing great. I found a game on Steam that looked really cool and I knew nothing about it, and literally the first minute into playing it, I immediately fell in love with it. And now we're talking about the boneyard.
I see. So you basically found game on Steam and then you just sound like you were broke English. I'm joking.
Sorry.
Okay, really, I can do that. I can do that too, you know.
That didn't sound like an inhale.
Shut up, it does not sound like my laugh, dude.
Who said I was trying to sound like your laugh? I just wanted to do psychotic laugh.
Dude, if you really wanted to do an impression of me, go crazy. I wouldn't mind at all.
I don't want to do an impression of you. I want to be me, but psychotic. Because I'm original.
Okay, well, I'm also psychotic, and I'm Drewy. It's so stupid.
Okay. Anyways, Lotus, what do you have to contribute to the conversation?
They have no words.
Perfect.
I'm about to fucking mess with Bluetooth stuff because it's time for me to go in, so...
Oh no, she's gotta go into work and listen to us while she works.
Well, she do the workity 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 works, and the works and the works and the workity work, and the workity 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 work. It's just the work city work city work city works, and the workity work. Never mind.
I can
that was going nowhere. Right
I can hear you like breathing a little bit out on the other side of that. Just.
I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. It's just the workity 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 work. It's just the working work and then the workity works. You can just work it out and just workity work. You just work it. I got nothing.
Great. That's great. That's great.
That's
How the
great,
hell
yeah.
did I pop off? Ever since the stream crash, I now have 14 viewers. That's cool.
Congratulations,
But
honestly.
so far, we've just been sitting here staring at the same screen because I haven't read any dialogue since we've been talking for a little bit.
Well, I mean,
But we get to focus on the boneyard.
The boneyard.
Okay, here's an important question because Lotus was on about it earlier. Would you ever bone a skeleton?
No.
No, I said no also. And then she said, I guess not. And I was like, wait, so does that mean that if I boned a skeleton, you would? And then she said, yes. And then I said, why? And then she said, bone orgy. And then I was just like, oh, that's a funky noise. And
I thought they had auto-tune on. I'm sorry.
Is it broken? Is Lotus broken? Did she break
Not
her
broken.
wares? Oh, we hear your voice. Slightly. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Random question. Have you ever watched Germa by chance? Probably a dumb question if that's the case.
Not really.
Oh.
I know of his existence, but I haven't watched any of his stuff, really.
This might be a little random, but, sorry about my accent. It's just been going topsy-turvy lately.
All good,
But,
all good.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Related to Germa, I remember watching this video where he was demonstrating the highest his voice can go by just going like, I'm gonna clear my throat for this.
I feel so sorry for Lotus. Because I think her plan would probably be like put like earbuds in or whatnot. And now you just, I think she said there's like a vibration thing to it.
Yeah.
So you just did that into her ears.
I am so sorry, Lotus. Oh wait, I just thought of something so stupid. Lotasium chloridius. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Listen, I'm sorry, man. Not everything is a banger.
Well, I mean, hey, it was at least 50-50, I would assume. But still, though, nothing can top the whole, wow. Seriously, though, like, I'm so shocked that you thought I was a soundboard saying that.
Huh?
Like, I don't know if you remember this, but, like, the other day where we were, like, meeting each other in the VZ for the first time, we were, like, goofing off.
No, I remember that, but it was like the soundboard comment. But I thought the way I said it was, you better not be just like an actual soundboard instead of your voice going over and over.
I might have misworded it or misremembered it.
Yeah.
But still, that really just... I've been thinking about that. I don't even know how that happened. I'm able to do that rather decently, consistently. It seems like, take a listen. Wow. Something
wow.
Like
now I have to switch my scenes so that I can get your little head in here.
Oh. Alright. I forgot I had the little, like, thing with my,
oh no, I
mic
can't
thing
do
or
that.
image.
Fuck it, I'm putting a new one on. Just because I'm too lazy to edit this. Oh no, I lost the game! How are we gonna hear about the boneyard? There it is.
Oh yeah, by the way, like, if you're wondering why I decided to split my head in two, like, the image, I mean, I don't know why
I know what you're on about.
It's just, oh god, don't tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Well, no, I just mean I know what you were, like, saying by
Oh.
the little head snap, but I also can only assume one thing if I ever see an unsnapped head.
Let me
Well, I
guess.
can think of
South
several
Park
things.
Canadians.
Yeah. I wanted to make a little South Park Canadian VTuber fella just because I'm Canadian myself.
Oh God.
Doesn't really
I'm not
work
even
too
Canadian.
well with like the Canadian aesthetic or with the pixel aesthetic though.
That's interesting. Oh yeah, like, what are your thoughts on? And I'm just curious here, by the way. What are
Yeah,
your thoughts on Americans doing like, or at least doing impressions of Canadian accents? What are your thoughts about that?
they're fine.
Wouldn't
I
you be
mean,
like offended or something? Because you
no.
know.
It's very hard to offend me. Very hard to offend me.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll see about that, eh?
Well, the thing
Uh,
is, I have a quote-unquote American accent and not a Canadian accent.
I mean, every
So, I
time I
mean,
hear you
there's
say
that.
out or something like that, I feel
Out?
like it's. Yeah, actually, what is one
You
word
have
that
an
you think I.
American accent, so you say the word sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Here, let me say it, but naturally myself, of course. Sorry.
Sorry.
I can't even. I don't even know if there's a difference. It's just hard to tell.
I think yours is more like ah, and mine is more oh. Because it's like sorry,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, like sorry with like a bit of an A
Like
in it.
sore versus sar.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, like
But
sorry.
I say sore, and a lot of other people say like sar.
Oh, sorry. I feel bad for everyone that's actually Canadian in your chat.
Yeah. Sauron? Well, you gotta laugh there, Wisp.
Oh, wait, is someone in your chat? If so, then
Yeah.
hey.
That was Wisp
Wait.
who said Sauron.
Wait, question. If I may ask, like, what's that kind of like traditional Canadian like greeting just for saying hello?
Hello.
Well, I mean, not like that. If you were to like do a Canadian accent, like
I don't
the
know,
most common ones.
because I don't speak with a Canadian accent.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I think that's more of like a northern or western accent.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense because like,
I'm
you
an
probably
Eastern
find more
boy.
people like that in Newfoundland if I'm even getting the name right.
Mm,
Am I pronouncing that right?
it's funky. Even I get lost by it sometimes, because sometimes people say Newfoundland, sometimes people say Newfoundland.
Newfoundland as well.
Yeah, I know it's not Newfoundland. I know that. Also, I'm going to read a little bit of this dialogue so I can start progressing a little bit past the boneyard as much as we love the boneyard.
Take your time, eh?
Iron tainted in the lightless dark. Scary, huh?
I swear to God, every time I'm
That
talking
metal-
to a Canadian and I joke around with the whole A stuff, provided they're okay with it, of course.
That metal waits
I still feel bad because
deep in the catacombs.
oh my God.
Good luck down
I feel
there.
like I can't even imagine how much a Canadian gets. Hey, do you say A? Seriously.
Yeah, I get it a lot.
I figured.
That and a boot.
Oh God, that too. Yeah. How do
Look,
I
guys,
sound when
a
I say
boot.
about?
About. You say it like about.
About.
I say about.
So it's like the Midwestern saying about.
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 That feeling when you're just trying to lose your accent, but you still sound like you're from Michigan. Like, you're just trying to sound like one of those generic voiceovers that has, like, no accent whatsoever. And then you're all like, welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Alright.
I don't know why. I couldn't think of anything other than that. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of, like, someone who, like, is from the Midwest of America, specifically Wisconsin, of course, and they were, like, doing this stand-up thing. They were talking about how they were, like, doing some kind of radio thing, and then they were all like, in Menasha today, it was something like that. All I remember is just this. In Menasha today, and that's all I remember, unfortunately. Whatever they said next is just a blank.
Alright.
And the guy's name was like Charlie Barons, I think that's what his name was. How I first found out about him was like I was like looking up stuff related to the Midwestern accent, probably Michigan stuff, but then I come across one of his videos and I'm all like, this guy's too funny. This guy's too funny to be serious here. What are you doing? At least in my head, but yeah, it's like when I first saw the Midwest voice accent, whatever the fuck it was called, video. It was too funny. Funniest thing was, I don't think I've ever heard a single Michigander say, hey dear guy, can you borrow me a battery? In other words, hey there guy, can you borrow me a battery? I don't know, it's just, how else are you gonna say it? How do you say it naturally and proper English?
I don't know.
Hey there guy, can you please borrow me a battery?
Could I borrow a battery?
Mother, please fetch the boiler. Fuck. Jesus. Mother, please fetch. Fuck. Mother, please fetch the boiler camera. I wish to document this moment. You know, it's kind of like a more proper English version of Mom, get the camera. You know? I love that meme. It's just when someone just shouts that out, you know, shit's about to go crazy.
Yeah.
You remember that meme?
I know.
Why did my voice sound so different there? Jesus.
I don't know.
I think my voice just had a bubble in it, and I hate when that happens because it looks like I'm having a voice changer, which I'm clearly not.
Yeah. But also, giant, evil, spooky pirate man just walked up to me and said, your parents would be disgusted to see you, as I was about to enter the graveyard to go see my dead parents. This seems like a very serious scene.
I am so sorry for laughing like that.
Mom, get the camera.
Shut up. Shut up. I didn't. How was I supposed to know it was serious?
I don't know. Maybe because I said it was serious.
Look, I didn't know it was serious at first.
No, it's fine.
How was I? Oh, okay. At least you're understanding.
No, I'm. Listen, I'm being funny. I'm making content by joking around. I'm not taking this seriously.
I'm. Well, anyways, yeah, I'm probably gonna go head on now and just gonna do whatever, I guess. So, yeah, see you guys around.
All right, farewell, Drewy. Thank you for stopping in.
No worries. Just wanted to say hello and shit like that.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
He is now gone. Drewy is dead. What about you, Lotus? Are you still broken?
Am I still broken? I've been muted because I didn't want to make weird noise.
Yeah. Well, you've been fine. You just sound a bit muffled. That's all.
I mean, is it how my earbuds normally are?
No, it's like a little bit more muffled.
Ah, shit. I don't
It's fine,
I
it's
don't know.
fine. I can understand you clear enough for the time. So it's not too big a deal. Also, I just want to always have this pirate guy on stream or on screen, because every time he's anywhere ever, he gets this awesome theme song, and I fucking love it.
Of course you love the guy with an eye patch.
He doesn't have an eye patch.
Shit. Well,
Shot in the dark and you missed. This ain't it,
Yep.
Chief.
dang it. See if I can disconnect and then reconnect. I don't want
Okay.
this shit to be broken.
Don't worry about it too much, though.
Your parents would be disgusted to see you crawling back from the south only after they died. How shameful. Trying to make things right now won't bring them back. You'd best go back
it better?
south.
Sorry?
Is it better?
Slightly, yeah. Sounded more
Yeah.
normal.
I don't know, I just went into my Bluetooth settings, clicked disconnect, and then I clicked connect.
Wow, great. Turn it off and turn it back on again.
We don't
Basically?
need any more.
Filth around here. Sorry, that was the dialogue and not you.
No, I know. You're doing a voice, I get it.
Duh, I thought I could have easily been mistaken for insulting you.
Well, I mean, you know.
Go on.
No, I'll just leave it at that.
But I don't know.
You know.
I thought that was how Sylaps normally spoke.
Yes.
We don't need filth around here.
We don't need that filth. That filth in the call. Who cares about her? When we could have more of me. Me, myself, and I.
I thought you were gonna say when we can have more beans. I don't know why.
We could have more beans. I love having beans. Beans are so good.
You know
I
what they say.
love them in my tummy. I sure do love my beans.
This pirate guy is just obsessed with beans.
He's obsessed with making me feel like shit over my dead parents, and also beans.
And also beans.
Santa? No, Wisp, this is not Santa.
Is it Santa?
No, it's Amadeus. I
I
call
can't
him
believe
Ama.
it. After 20 years, Santa's actually real.
What do you mean after 20 years? What does that entail?
I've been alive for 20 years.
Yeah, but how is it that he's real now and wasn't before?
I've never seen him in person, but now I have.
He's at the place you work?
No, he's in this video game that you're playing, but for some reason that... Shut up!
How do you see him? And if you see him, why did you think he had an eye patch earlier?
I don't know.
Lotus.
He's jolly.
Lotus.
What?
Do you want me to step back from this and we just continue on like it didn't happen?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, I went with the fucking bone thing, but then you had to go make me relive that.
The Boneyard. I liked bringing up to Drewy the story of the Boneyard.
Oh my god, I raided him last night, and I initiated a bunch of adult conversations in chat, I guess.
Do I have to go look back at this later?
I don't know, we were talking about, like, Futa Mario characters.
Oh, perfect.
And at one point I said Futa Bowser, and the entire chat started, like, melting.
I've seen hentai of that. Also...
And then I had to go make and then, yeah, I left.
Got it. But also, all jolly people have eye patches, like Sylaps, says Wisp.
That's true! Based on the evidence of one person that I know, that's true.
Great.
Man. Ooh, I gotta do my Sylaps cosplay when we meet in real life.
I wish I could cosplay as myself, because I could totally get the shovel. I could get a similar lantern back in October, and a bit after, because it was like an October decoration for Halloween. What was it? I've got the pants fine. I've got the shoes fine.
Do you have the knee pads?
I don't have knee pads. That's your design.
You do. It's there. Literally, look at it.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's not knee pads, because there's only one knee that looks like it has one. And you can tell that it doesn't. That's a lie? Alright, hold on. We're pulling this up. I'm getting the mouse out so I can start using that. We're about to show her up. We're about to show her up. It's
literally on both knees, motherfucker!
Both knees? It looks like knee pads on both knees?
Yeah!
Knee pads on both knees. Alright, guys. Here, people of the chat. Since our chat has completely devolved ever since we've had people here, let's all take a look at this with your smaller view count. How was I at 14 earlier? Now I'm at 2. I feel small.
Drury?
No! Don't put it on Drewy.
What do you mean, don't put it on Drury? I'll put whatever I want on Drury.
Such as?
A tiny top hat.
Yeah. Alright,
Not
guys.
like the one that you wear, like a tiny one fit for a spider.
Yeah. Ah, so like Kumo. But guys,
Yeah,
what do you think? Knee pads or not knee pads? Shit, I grabbed something else in the background. Alright, there we go.
Knee pads!
Knee pads or not knee pads?
Knee pads! Knee pads!
Don't try cheering them on to get it. It has to be their own opinion.
Knee pads! Knee pads!
Knee pads, says Wisp.
Yeah! Knee pads!
But they're not.
They are, and you can't change it.
Well, to be fair, I can.
No.
What if I just
No.
use a completely different image where I just tweak the legs?
Well, I mean, you could, but the knee pads are cool.
Always knee pads. Here's the thing, I genuinely was considering adding that to my design ever since the first time that was made a thing by you. But I was also like, For my own personal wish to cosplay, if I ever did, I don't know if I'd want the knee pads.
Knee pads!
No, but also, back to my thing I was on about before we started getting into all that. At my store, I pretty much have the materials to make almost an entire Sylaps cosplay. I don't have the right green for my sweater, but I mean, I have a green sweater. You've seen the pictures.
Have I seen pictures of you?
You've seen a picture of me in the green shirt before?
Have I ever seen any pictures of you.
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Numerous.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Great. Anyways, but back during Halloween
I got
2021.
married. Oh.
This is why we wait. During Halloween of 2021, at my store, there was like a little knitted knight's helmet that looked kind of similar to mine, except it was like more light gray with like a red streak on the top. But it actually had its own little like it was like a toque. But do you know what a toque is? Just for
It's a beanie.
yeah, but but anyway, but the little like knight part with like the little dibbles that you can pull down from the helmet and like have over your eyes for protection. That's the name I'm looking for. Basically, it even had its own little visor that you could pull up or down.
Whoa, that's so rad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Anyways, but basically, I almost had all the resources to make a proper Cylaps cosplay. It'd really just be the hat and the shirt that are a bit messed. Which, that's kind of like the main focus things. They're my colors.
I feel like the hardest thing for me to get would be the eye patch.
Yeah.
But also, I wouldn't be cosplaying like the Cylaps thing. I'd be cosplaying like the caricature of you that exists in my head of the chocolate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
But man, I'd have to grow my hair out. I guess I have to cancel the trip because my hair's not long enough.
Man, how are we supposed to be long-haired buddies if our hair isn't long enough? Oh, Lotus. I'm kind of sad about a thing.
Why? Wait, what happened?
I'm really hoping that it grows back by the time you come down to visit, because otherwise I'm going to have a goddamn aneurysm.
Well, what do you mean?
I cut my bangs a little bit. And I cut them... First of all, I cut them awkwardly. I didn't cut them straight enough, so I tried to, even it out. And now I've cut my bangs very short.
Oh.
And I really hate it. I fucking hate looking at myself
Well,
so
don't worry,
much.
we got a little over 2 months.
Yeah, I know, because I was gonna say, the two things I said I'm very self-conscious about is, my forehead being really exposed and my ears. It's those are the two things.
Yes,
and
I
now
remember.
my forehead is just very much exposed now, and everybody's commenting on it. Because it's so noticeable, and I'm just,
Oh, poor Cylaps.
You nearly said it, didn't you?
No, shut up.
Anyway. But yeah, so I know my hair grows back, at least for my bangs, at a relatively okay speed. So, I should be fine by the time we meet. But it's we're gonna take pictures, right?
Oh, fucking course. I'm planning on vlogging the whole thing.
Oh! You didn't tell me that part. You didn't tell me that part. That sounds fucking awesome, except...
Oh, that was supposed to be a surprise.
Well, shit.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I guess I'm apologizing to myself. Sorry, past Lotus, but...
Honestly, here's the thing. I wanted to do that myself. However, I don't have the tech for it, nor do I feel comfortable enough to go around using that.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just not a me thing. But,
I was planning Okay, I was actually planning one segment after we first meet because I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to get that first interaction on camera. But then I was
Yeah.
gonna have us do like a fake recreation of it, where it was like, yeah, so we just met, but I didn't catch it on camera, so here's a recreation, and it'd just be us standing there going, hi, and then that would be it.
Alright, here's my question. Here's my question. Is that just gonna be like a personal vlog, or do you want to turn that into like a video thing?
It would be personal. It would be like the Christmas. Wait, I don't know if I showed you that. I had a Christmas vlog a few years back where I just uploaded it to Google Drive and I just sent it to the people that I wanted to show it to.
Yeah.
So
All
like
right.
that.
Well, Lotus, here's my thing. Here's my thing that I'm gonna say though, just for a general thing, because obviously we're gonna hang out and be awesome and super cool and all that. But when it comes to my whole thing with my face,
Yeah.
all right, I will say that if any pictures are taken of me, it is okay to share with your in-person friends and or family if you so wish to do that.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna do that anyway,
I
but
kind
yeah.
of figured, but I just wanted, just in case you had that minor feeling of, oh, maybe I shouldn't share this, because that's been my whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fine with it.
I mean, the only online person it would impact is Kumo because he's online.
I was going to say, I will make an exception for him due to the circumstances.
But also, you were gonna show him your face before me, so
Yeah,
it's fine,
it's fine.
no matter what.
Yeah. Man, I
like
still can't
I was
believe.
already like pre-dictating that.
Yeah.
I was just like, he can deal.
Yep. No, but anyways, that's the one thing that's gonna be upsetting about us meeting, or just upsetting about me showing bits and parts of my face over time, is the fact that it's going to lose that impact now. Because you remember
No, it's
how
not. It's going to come to fruition.
No, but think about this. Remember when it was first the thing that I started freaking out over because I was so worried about giving Kumo the wrong idea? And how I brought up the whole like using the face thing and the deeper meaning that it has, and at first you didn't get it, and then when you got it, you were just like, "Oh my god." Like that's such a big deal. It'll never have that impact again.
Well, it will with other people.
Maybe, but I don't know if other people will care overly much.
Well, the only reason I'm visiting is because I care, so... fuck you, people.
Okay, hold on. 03.
Okay.
Man, I can't remember the last time I streamed in the morning and we got to have a talk while you were at work.
I know. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
They didn't drain the pasta water?
They didn't drain the pasta what?
Water! They did not drain the pasta water! That's gross!
Grody. Oh, I can hear it too.
First, they didn't fucking wash the little bleach containers. They didn't finish cleaning up the tongs. And now the pasta water is still all night long! I don't actually care all that much, but it makes me wait a little longer, so I'm a little peeved.
Yeah. We might actually take a break from this game,
they
switch
did
games, and
right
then we'll
away.
keep talking to Lotus in a different game. Because I
That's
really want to
okay, 'cause it's
experience
broken.
this firsthand. I don't mind having people here to talk with, but, you know,
Man,
just to do a thing.
it closed last night.
I don't know.
swear.
You swear.
Oh. It was my brother, but then a coworker I actually liked. Dang it, I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Womp womp.
Wah wah. Being assistant manager is wah wah.
An awesome.
I wonder who did the dishes. Wonky.
Wonky. I'm gonna go back on my roof. There we go.
Wow, that was really fast.
Yep. The roof isn't that far.
Parkour boy.
Womp womp.
I don't know. Since I know what the building you live in looks like, I just pictured you parkouring up like the side of the building.
Yeah. Lotus. I really have
Yeah.
to record like what my bathroom looks like to show you because I'm probably gonna move out of here by the time of visitation.
Yeah.
So I can't show my funky broken bathroom because I don't know if you remember when I used to talk about how funky it was. And it's like
Yeah.
build. Also, I'm switching games now, but what should I switch to?
VR chat. Stare at a mirror.
No. Well, I guess I could. But I felt like doing things. Hold on, I got a question. Do you know I won't name drop, but is that one coworker who's been coming in earlier lately coming by, do you know?
He's not scheduled for today.
Yay! Then we can do longer game.
I mean,
Well, theory.
I can't play game.
Well, yeah, you can't play game, but I can play game and we can talk longer. And
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what game
okay.
I go